Day 42, we think it's going to be a good day, and what's a better way to start a day than with a twirl? Quick fridge update. So according to my calculations, it looks like this fridge runs about 7.5 amp hours.
Which basically means it uses 7.5 amps per hour. This battery bank that we have is a 60 amp hour battery bank, but because it's AGM batteries, that means you actually only get to drain them to 50%, so it's actually only 30 amp hours, and this is running at 7.5 amp hours apparently, but so far I seem to be getting like 6 hours of usage or more on this bank, which of course the compressor's not running all the time. I'm doing a test again today to see if I can get it to go for 6 to 8 hours. I'm not sure, we'll see.
We're getting the back of the bathroom door sort of stained in color to match everything. It's getting there. It still has a bit of a mismatched rustic-y look, but that's okay. So it's the little details, but when I built this bar, I had to account for the top of the bolt head because I knew that it was going to be a little bit bigger as a result, and look at that. And the other side here, pretty accurate. It taps itself on back. Big sigh. So this shithead bolt right here represents about 45 minutes of work just to get it in. These are the things that you don't see behind camera, and it can take your whole day sometimes just to drill through 2 pieces of metal. So you can see I've got them mounted now on this pivot system, which allows it to go up and down like this, so we can put it more that way for driving and then more level or a bit back anyways. But it works pretty good. I just have to build a little connecting system here that allows you to adjust the height, one on each side. And yeah, we're good. We're getting the stain on the ceiling pieces. These are gonna make it look sort of like a coffered ceiling. It's gonna look awesome. They're gonna get one more coat to be darker, but they're looking great. So I fabricated these brackets. I have to paint them and drill holes and whatnot in them, but basically the panel is going to go up and curve as it goes up for the line of attachment. So I'll have to do a hole here, maybe a hole here, and a hole here. You can see how as the panel goes up, it would adjust where the holes would need to be, and we will stick cotter pins through, and that way it'll hold them in place, and we'll have one on each side. They also kind of look like little fins from the side of the bus, so that's kind of funny. And then on here, I'll just have like a little bracket that sticks out with a hole so the cotter pin can go through the bracket. Drilling through metal is my nemesis today. Even our work gloves are pulling a Robert's jean repair requirement. Ay, ay, ay. So I've just painted my brackets here. I'm gonna let them dry for a bit. Working on the front paneling here so we can build some shelves in there and some cupboard doors. And that's gonna hold our electrical console and a bunch of other stuff. 6 hours in, and the Chili Moose fridge is still going strong on our smaller battery bank here. So that's pretty promising, given that we're gonna have a 170 amp hour lithium battery. It looks like we need to give 2 cat pets. 1 kitty, 2 kitty. This solar panel install is just taking forever. It's one thing after another today, and it's really making me feel defeated. Status update. All this work on this fabrication was a waste of time. Definitely not feeling the bus today. So after much discussion, we've decided we're just going to cut these across, and that'll be the angle of the panel, just bolted right in, and then we'll add a couple of extra brackets, and that should be fine. It's just not going to move up and down, no big deal. And we've also decided not to have a hood fan, which was the whole point of having them move up and down. So that solves that problem. End of day 42. I just had a quick shower and got cleaned up finally. It's about 8:30 or 9 p.m. Today was kind of discouraging. We spun our wheels a lot, had to backtrack, a lot of crap went wrong. Feeling a bit discouraged, partly because our timeline to complete this and actually get on the road this summer is looking less and less likely. This is just a really big project with a lot of moving parts. So it's a bit frustrating. I guess we'll just sort of sleep on it, and tomorrow's another day and we'll kind of come at it with fresh eyes. Have a good night, everybody. Day 43. I had a really good sleep last night. I went to bed early just to sort of clear my head after yesterday's fiasco. I think we've just kind of come to the decision that it's not really a big deal about this timeline and trying to get the bus on the road as early as the end of July. I think that was putting a lot of pressure on us to get stuff done daily. And, you know, when something doesn't go right, it just sort of amplifies the fact that you're pushing the timeline back. So that was frustrating, especially for me. Robert's a little bit more even-keeled. Me being the ginger, I can be a little bit hot-headed. Anyway, so we're in a beautiful spot here. We're just going to work daily towards a goal. We'll probably stay out here another week or two longer, and we're just going to make it happen. So here we go with day 43. It's going to be a good day. Okay, success. The solar panel is installed. It's got the right angle that we want, and it's like so solid. So I'm not worried about that. And the wind, I was a bit worried that there would be bounce and sway in the front of it with the wind hitting it, but it's crazy solid. So I was able to salvage these brackets by slicing them, as you saw. Success. So yesterday Robert started framing in this front area. We're gonna have 3 doors there to go into the overhead hatch, like I said. I'm gonna start framing up this door here, finishing the roof, and a bit of framing here, and then I think that wraps it up for framing. We got the window installed here. A nice example of how one project leads to another. I had to grind out this metal bar here so that this window paneling stuff would actually fit in because it was flush, which I didn't know when I framed it out on the other side. So problem solved, but it added an extra half hour or so. Building the frame for the door. We got Mom staining again. Hello. It's looking awesome. Robert and Mom have been working on that homemade bathroom door, just sanding and finishing and puttying, and it's looking amazing. Look at that. We got the door framed up here, and this is just kind of showing where our little shelf is going to be. That'll be like a shoe container or for the battery. We're not 100% sure. And that's just holding our cool little umbrella holder. Now I just got to frame up this part, and then the front of the framing is pretty much done. Getting the roof continued framing, just a little bit over there, and a little bit here, and we're basically done the framing. So this is such a weird shape, it even has like a bit of a twist to it because it's such a weird part of the bus. So I'm actually making a cardboard template that we can lay down on our wood that we've been staining, and it should fit in there just like that. So these are our panels that we've been staining, and we're about to make the first cut of the first panels out of this weird shape. So fingers crossed that the template works. First panel is up, and this is what the actual wood's gonna look like on the walls. We will put some trim there and up just so those black screws will be covered, but woohoo, starting to close in some stuff. All right, got a package. Not every day you get excited about vacuuming, but today we got 12-volt vacuum power. Awesome. End of day 43 update. So we got this window installed, looks great. In the scheme of the whole bus, it totally fits in there. From the inside, it adds a bit more light. It also allows the driver to see out the window while you're driving a bit more clearly. It will also be framed up with a curtain like the rest of the windows. And then we got all this framing done over here, and we got the first of the paneling up, so that's pretty exciting because all of those wires are now hidden and it makes a big difference. Plus the solar panels have been mounted. So we got lots of little things done today, starting to see some stuff close up in the walls, and we got a few packages, things that we needed for electrical to continue working on the electrical system so we can continue to close up the walls. It was a good day, definitely better than yesterday, so here's to tomorrow, everybody.